Skai Jackson is such a cautionary tale on why you need to prioritize self-love and self-respect over these men.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Inspector Gadget music. Skai Jackson is down bad, and it's sad. She's a young, beautiful actress that's only 22 years old with her life ahead of her. Unfortunately, things fell apart real quick when she met this guy, Yerky. And I've been doing my own investigations, and her situation is not looking good. Many childhood actors and actresses go through some tumultuous times because they're always producing shows or movies and they don't get to be themselves. Situations like Michael Jackson or even Skai Jackson can prove that this might be too much for these kids and they don't get to develop when they're adults.
Why are we all surprised that Skai Jackson is having a baby with a Monsters Inc. character? And then you're like, oh, does Skai Jackson not know that she's Skai Jackson? Skai Jackson was a Disney star. Did we forget about that? Orlando Brown, child stars, childhood trauma. I don't think Skai Jackson has much self-confidence.
This may be a good point, but we could also argue that the other childhood stars have not made the same mistake. I don't see Beyonce making this mistake. I don't see a lot of the other folks making this mistake. So Skai Jackson is on her own. But let's continue. Skai Jackson had the whole world in front of her. But then again, allegedly she met this guy, Yerky, who's from Cincinnati, Ohio. Just a few months ago, she beat the guy up allegedly and went to jail for a minute, then got out. And most of us was like, man, that's kind of messed up. It's kind of good the brother didn't try to hit her back. So we all had some respect for the guy until we found out that this Yerk guy is actually a blood gang member that has, get this, 3 other baby mamas by other women. And here's the worst part. Skai Jackson met him when he was locked up and she was the pen pal. These images of her meeting him while he was in jail prove the point. But it even gets more worse. Skai Jackson officially announced her pregnancy and the whole female world can't believe it. Like, how did she let this guy clap her cheeks? A guy with no job, with no future, that's completely disrespectful. He's been on his Facebook saying some things about Skai Jackson, some very bad things too. On a Facebook post, he says this, "On WAP, I'm salty. I got this dumb A Disney Channel B pregnant. I hate this H-O capital E." And what's worse, he just got arrested on Facebook Live and damn near got hit by a car. But enough about that. There are even more problems with this.
Skai Jackson is such a cautionary tale on why you need to prioritize self-love and self-respect over these men. Now, if you don't know, Skai Jackson is a well-known child actor Disney star. Been in her bag since she first went on Sesame Street, I think it was, at age 5. She is now 22 years old and having a baby by a man named Yerky. I don't actually know his name, that's his social media handle, but however you imagine him, that's exactly what he looks like. Very much given Trap in a Bando, shout out Grizzy and M-Dog. Anyway, looking at the differences in their situations, you might incorrectly assume that he worships the ground she works on. No, baby, he wants her dead. Because aside from the influx of pictures I've seen recently of them outside and her just looking stressed, anxious, and him looking like he's the cause of it, she then officially announced her pregnancy and Lord have mercy. Yerky posted, and I quote, "On WAP, I'm salty. I got this dumb ass Disney Channel B pregnant. I hate this hoe." First of all, who's WAP? Somebody tell me, please. Second of all, and the real message. Lady, stop presenting yourself like poop on a platter to these men. It does not make them respect you. And if they do not respect you, they cannot love you. They can barely even like or tolerate you.
So I'm gonna deal with some of the things that the sister is saying right there on the video, a lot of chicks were commenting, "Sad music." I don't understand how y'all fall for Hoodlum D, then get shocked when he's not a good person. This person goes, "A man will always bring you to their level. Self-love allows you to see who deserves you." Yusuf says, "Sad SF." Nadine says, "It'll never be me again." But a lot of those ladies, they're lying.
This whole Skai Jackson baby daddy thing has shown me two things. Number one, it has shown me there are a lot of Skai Jacksons laughing at Skai Jackson. Let that one sink in for 1 second. There are a lot of Skai Jacksons laughing at Skai Jackson. Take 1 second. Take 1 second. Take 1 second to let that one sink in. Bro, most of you men are her. Most of you men are living her life. Why are you so loud now? Where was this energy for your baby daddy? Where was this energy when you had that cape on your back and you thought you could save that?
Got him!
Most of you are her. Do you know the amount of Skai Jacksons I've met in real life? Bro, I just don't get that shit. I really don't get that shit. That girl's a multi-millionaire and she was Captain Saving. Bro! Number two, it has reinforced my whole opinion on your partner is a reflection of you. It's a reflection of your self-worth, your respect, your morals, everything you stand for has to be mirrored to your partner. Bro, you just can't be having kids with anyone, bro. You can't just be letting anyone call you an ex, letting anyone in your relationship saying I love you to anyone. That there is deeper than what you man make it out to be. You man make me feel like I'm the stingiest person in the world just because I don't have multiple exes. Heck, I don't have one. Why? Reasons. That's not the point. Because tell me, in what world would you literally meet your partner in jail? And I don't mean that figuratively. I don't mean that in a metaphor. She quite literally went to jail and that's how those two met. The guy dissed your dead homie from childhood back in the day, said she's smoking him in a pack. And you said that got hacked. The man already had kids and a whole other baby mom. He had 2 kids. And you thought, hey, let me be his third. If you wanted a hood, why did you not go for Quavo, Takeoff, or them? You went, oh, it doesn't make sense.
But guys, it gets worse. Allegedly, there's a big rumor out there about this guy.
Y'all, and the plot thickens. Just when you thought Skai Jackson has had it all come at her. No, baby, no. They said no. One more character to unlock. They now have a man who is saying that he's allegedly been in a relationship with Skai Jackson's baby daddy.
Oh yeah, that's the rumor, right? That he's out here dealing with men. And unfortunately, this guy is saying this.
Just sit and keep being quiet no more. Skai Jackson baby daddy need to go ahead and tell the truth about what me and him got going on. Like, you going on live trying to do all this about her, but you need to tell her why you doing all that and who you really like and who you really want to be with. Like, I don't got no issues with Skai Jackson. I don't want no beef, and I've been quiet for so long, and he's telling me don't text her, don't DM her anything about like what we got going on or what we had going on. But it's like, this too much. Like, you stop paying, so now I'm finna start playing. I'm finna start running my mouth. And I get she had a baby and she's coming out to the world that she's pregnant now, but he needs to really come out and tell the truth before I do. And this is the last time I'm going to let everybody know before I show all the videos and pictures and all that stuff when I was up at your house. But you're such a gangbanger. Like, tell them all the stuff we do. And Skai Jackson, if you see this, don't try to overdo too much because it's normal. Everybody likes what they like. So you can't be the one that try to make that decision for him if he knows what he likes.
The reality is this. I don't know why all you women feel so bad for Skai Jackson, because the legendary Manny Fresh made a really great slogan. Maybe it's no longer being said now, but he said this: if you would, you could, you can't, so you ain't. Skai Jackson had no opportunity with anybody. The reason why Skai Jackson is dealing with this dude, because that is where her mind is. Forget about the fact that she's pretty, she's in Hollywood, she's connected. Skai Jackson most likely didn't want to be, with a man that she can contribute to the relationship. Because if she did, she wouldn't be with him. And this is going to be the case for a lot of ladies. If you don't really bring a lot to the table to the man, and we ain't talking about your fame, fortune, beauty, like partnering in a relationship where you can get an actually good partner, or you're just going to be single, this is what's going to happen to a lot of people. That's why the brother said a lot of Skai Jacksons are laughing at Skai Jacksons. And as I get older, I see it more. And you can say, hey, we got to have some self-worth and self-value, and that's true. But also the problem is this, honey. Stop the show. Somebody actually has to acknowledge your value and that you bring something to the table. I know you care that you have value for yourself. Again, that's great. But if the other person doesn't have value for you, it doesn't matter. And when you don't have value for the people that you want, you go down and deal with dudes like this. And it happens all the time. You need to understand what the guys that you want to be in your life want and desire. Otherwise, this will be most of you guys, or many of you guys. I'm talking about men or women. You're going to go through these situations with people that are bums because you're not giving any value for who or what you want. And it doesn't matter how fine you are, how much money you have, or how good you look. If nobody says that you're valuable, this is where the road that you got to go through. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Skai Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already put you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.